Mr. Speaker, fellow members, thank you for allowing me the privilege to bring House Bill 5 before you today. I don't need to review with any of you, with any of the members of this body, the problems that our state is having with CPS and our child welfare system, because these problems affect literally every district of every member across this great state. After discussions with the vast majority of you, I believe this body is ready to act decisively and intelligently this session to give CPS both the resources, but as importantly, the clear direction and tools to make our child protective system the model for the rest of the country. This will not be done by any one bill, although HB 5 is a very good bill, or simply by adding yet more money to the system, but it will be done through a combined effort and a willingness to work together of the House, the Senate, the Governor's Office, and the Governor's Office to give CPS the tools, direction, and expectation to run a great agency. This, after all, members, is the goal of HB 5, to have CPS among the best run, best performing child welfare agencies in the country. How does HB 5 help to achieve that goal? HB 5 makes the Department of Family and Protective Services, which is the agency that houses CPS, an executive level agency reporting directly to the Governor. Members, this is a critically important step for CPS for a number of reasons. The delivery of child welfare services requires a sense of urgency and quick decision making. Under the current structure, circuitous chain of command means that these decisions often cannot happen quickly enough. In the world of at-risk kids, delayed decisions can have tragic consequences. DFPS also lacks the flexibility to manage a unique workforce engaged in direct delivery of services to children and families. HB 5 provides that flexibility. Moreover, HB 5 recognizes the efficiencies that the current shared administrative services between HHSC and DFPS. In fact, the bill requires DFPS to continue to contract many of these shared services. This bill is not about unwinding consolidation improvements from Sunset and SB 200, but rather about finishing them. In closing, let me just say that I believe making DFPS an executive level agency will show all Texans the importance we place on at-risk children and the value we place on this agency and its employees. Before opening it up to questions, I'd just like to say thanks to a few people. Thank you, Speaker, for making this a priority of session for the work group and especially for your policy team. I'd like to say thank you to the other 11 members of the CPS work group for their help and the Human Services Committee, because your questions made this bill better. And I know virtually every member in here is working to make CPS, and I look forward to working with each of y'all during the coming session. With that, I'd open it up to any questions.